Let's keep DCing. How are you doing, Invictus? Alright, guys. Hopefully Angel hops in soon. And let's just start actually. So we have Mika here. Mika is our guest now, special guest. How are you feeling,
Special.
Mika? Yeah, how are you feeling in front of all these people? You know, all this big crowd here.
Oh, I feel so cool.
I bet, bro. I bet. So let's just
Oh, wait.
what?
22 viewers. Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, you have to. Yeah, dude, I'm getting nervous. I'm sweating already. Alright, oh, we have somebody in the lobby. Okay, not anymore. Whatever. Let's just start actually. We have Mega in here. I'm gonna pull him in. Why not?
Oh,
Mega is... oh, okay. That's fine enough. Okay, let's just start actually. So, first of all, welcome Mega. Welcome everyone.
Hello.
Hello. So, you know, when it comes to Krunker, I mean, pretty much everyone is playing Krunker, you know, who's here right now. And you guys already know the situation around Krunker. But like, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I felt really demotivated to play the game. And I think that was a big thing for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people felt the same way. What's Krunker? So I think a lot of people felt the same way. And in the last like week or so, I think I kind of managed to just rediscover us, I guess, the beauty of the game. And how do you guys feel about Krunker actually? About playing it?
Like, about just playing the game overall.
Ah, yeah, kind of.
I think I have like 2 hours in the past week.
oh.
I'm
That's
not playing it much.
But that's not is it necessary because of the game, or like there are like you have IRL problems or
The
like
game.
RL things, you know, like you're too
It's
busy.
both. But
Ah,
the
I
game
see.
did get quite boring
Mm-hmm.
after a while.
Welcome,
Which is why I
Ham, as
started
well.
playing Vasis, and then they got boring.
I see. And I mean, Mika, you're here actually. Mika, I think you're the best player from all 4 of us, and from a lot of people in the chat. And you played competitive as well for a long time. I mean, so did I. But like, you've been playing a lot recently. Like seriously, a shit ton.
I mean, PS, I've been playing like 2 hours of like pubs. It's just like, it's not that hard to kill people on like 10 FPS.
But for like 2 hours a day.
No. Like I have like almost half an hour on my contract, and I've been deployed since 2 days or 3 days ago. So
I see. Well, I mean, but then you're not playing that much either.
nope.
That's interesting. That's interesting because I thought you'd be playing a lot, you know, because we were kind of like you were a bit ahead of me in levels, but you're like level 80 now or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm level 81.
Yeah, and I'm like level 72. You're like you went past me, bro. Like seriously. But I thought you've been playing a lot more. Welcome, Angel, by the way. So we have Angel here, our official guest tonight.
Sorry, I'm late.
No, it's fine. We have some people in here. So yeah, but I don't know. Like in the past week, I think I've been really motivated to do well in WAS, which I'm pretty much doing pretty decently. Like I've spent an hour in my contract and I got around like 700 kills, I think. So I'm really grinding it. But for yesterday, I don't know if you guys know this game. Mika knows it because I played it with Mika yesterday. It's called Enlisted. It's a pretty good game. It's a free-to-play game. It came out like 8 days ago or 9 days ago or something. And like sometimes after a long session of playing Krunker, I just feel the need of playing something else, you know, just getting out of Krunker. I don't know if it happened to you guys before.
I mean, I recently took like a 2-month break, so yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that sometimes.
And Angel, you're like and you're the newest player, I think here.
Yeah,
like
I decided like late January. It was the 31st of January.
I started playing in February.
Yeah.
Really? In
Start
February?
of February.
Really? Wow, I didn't know that, Mega.
I think it's the way to check.
I mean,
You can check if you put your what is it? Your
oh yeah,
name in the.
yeah, you can go to your profile in like Krunker Hub, and then
Yeah, that doesn't really mean like that doesn't show you how long you've been playing. I mean, a lot of people are playing on guest.
Yeah, that's true, but like, yeah, but like, what I'm really interested in when I'm asking you and Mega and Angel and Mega right now is that like, have you guys ever, even though you've been playing the game for like 2 or 3 months actively, have you guys ever felt like this game is like boring, I guess, or you want to quit it, or like, you know?
It can get boring. Like, I actually had to during. Oh wait, yeah, during my like 12-hour stream, I like halfway through, I just got so bored of Krunker, I just went and played Celeste on Steam. Like,
Mm-hmm. And like, oh, sorry.
no, you go first.
Yeah, so like, Angel, you're also a streamer, and you've been playing a lot less Krunker lately. Which is like a bit weird to me, because the reason why I'm playing Krunker in the first place most of the time is because I'm streaming it, you know, and I feel the need of streaming something. This is kind of a tool, you know, like a game. When it comes to streaming, a game is kind of like a tool to express your opinion, your personality amongst the community, I guess. So like, even when you're streaming, because when I'm streaming and playing the game, I don't really mind the game that much. Like, I'm not getting bored of it because I have other things to do. I can chat with people, I can talk to people, you know. But when I'm playing on my own, just in my free time, I don't think I can play more than like 30 minutes in a row.
I could maybe play an hour, like on my own, not talking to chat.
Hmm.
Like, it just gets boring when you got no one to talk to.
What about you, Ham? You've been playing a lot less Krunker lately as well, I think.
Yes. Krunker fun, but break.
It gets repetitive.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about mainly, is like, what's the reason behind the fact that, like, to me, Krunker feels like it's a much more repetitive game than almost any other game out there. And if you look at the game mechanics, you know, it shouldn't be like that, because like Krunker has movement, it has a lot of different things. While, for example, CS:GO only has like you can just walk around and shoot people. Yet it's much more. It keeps. Yep.
I feel like CS:GO's like feels more varied because it's more of a team game, like CS:GO, and your teammates and the enemies, when they're all working together, it's a lot more random, and the games, they take a lot longer. Like in Kronosch, no, in Krunker, the like max length of a game is 4 minutes of a default game. So it doesn't really allow for much variant, especially if you're doing like really good. It's just kill and repeatedly.
I absolutely agree. And also, I think, to me, CS:GO, when I played CS:GO, like, I have like 800 hours in total in CS:GO. And whenever I played it, I was playing it for the rank. Like the ranked was the only thing that motivated me to play the game, because I wanted to reach new heights. I wanted to improve. But like, there is no such thing in Krunker, you know, because like, in order to play the game over and over again, just keep playing it, you know, for a long period of time, you need some kind of motivation to play it for something.
I mean, you can have a motivation to join a clan or win a clan wars, but that's not really good motivation. That's why I think
my motivation was to get like 2 KDR, and now I've done that, so now I need to find a new motivation to play.
Yeah, I like, when I started playing first, it was like back in 2019. I remember I got to like level 30 when I stopped playing, and my only motivation was to get into like a big clan, like 24/7 or like Verb, because back then there were like verified clans. But like in order to get into those clans, you have to improve a lot. Like, it takes months and months of grinding to improve enough to get into one of those clans. And back then I didn't have the patience, you know. So I think a lot of people quit, even if there is like a goal for them, because they just don't seem to be able to reach it. Because
I
like,
mean, you did reach it, but
yeah, but like, I did reach it, but it took me like 2 months of playing KPC constantly, and every single day like 3 or 4 hours of playing competitive Krunker, and that improved me a lot. But that took a lot of time, obviously, and a lot of people don't put that time into the game because they see like Fortnite, or they see CS:GO, Valorant, you know, and they just go play that.
yeah, I've always seen like Krunker as a game that people with not high-end PCs play.
Yeah, like, what's really weird about Krunker is when you get into the game, I think almost everyone gets into the game just like a side game, you know, like between the queue or something. You just play like 1 or 2 matches because it's short,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But then there might be something that you can hold on to from the game and then can keep you going and maybe transition a Krunker to your main game. I don't know. So yeah, it's really interesting. But like I feel the main problem with Krunker is that there is like a high skill cap in the game. And you get shit on easily.
Yeah, like you usually join a game that with someone better than you, and you are like maybe gonna get 5 kills. Like if you join a game with someone who's like really good and a lot better than you, you ain't gonna get many kills.
I mean, I don't experience that a lot.
You're better than me though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I mean it's fun. Like the only way Krunker is fun if you can shit on people. If you can like constantly be better than them. But if you're not.
And then you play more to get better than them.
But if
I
you don't
guess.
have, yeah, but like, yeah, you do because you've put a lot of hours into the game and you don't want to stop. But you know, when it comes to a new player, you just get into the game, you play like 2 hours. What would
I mean, there's
like-
a lot of new players on top of the Clan Wars leaderboards because they have like high FPS and they have experience with aim.
Yeah, that's like how I got into the game.
yeah,
I'm,
Like-
I'm not high on the leaderboards. It's just I had experience with like the kind of movement, I guess, like the slide hopping because it's kind of in Titanfall, and aiming because I played a little bit of CS:GO before, and I'd like been playing aim games on PC for a while, like FPSs for a while.
yeah, like when I first played against Angel, I think she was like level 17, 16, I guess.
No, I think when I first played against you, I was like level 8.
Well, yeah, you were like level 8 and you were surprisingly good. Like you don't have the movement, but you had the aim, you had the game sense, and like you were surprisingly good. But like a lot of like a lot of kids in the community, like really small kids, and they probably don't have the experience to like they haven't played any other games, or they just play games casually, you know, after school or something, and so they're probably not good enough to do good consistently. So yeah, I just feel like Krunker, like you need some kind of motivation to keep playing, because
Yeah, my motivation is like I played 2 games because I used to play on a 30 FPS laptop, which isn't a lot. So I played Osu and Krunker, and those were my first games on a computer-ish thing.
I don't know. It's really weird, but like I just feel like Krunker needs something right now, like something extra, something new.
Ranks.
He's like a 1v1 or like a 4v4 comp.
Yeah. Like ranked, I think ranked would be the best option here. Like I expressed many times before in my streams, but I think ranked is the only thing that could make sense right now, and that could be a good move for every player in the community. Because if you're a competitive player, ranked can be good for you because it will motivate you to keep playing, to actually show off how good you are in the game and get to the top level. You know, if you're a casual player, it can motivate you to get into the game more deeply, spend more time in the game, and just improve, I guess. So I don't know, rank would be so good for the game right now. That's what I'm trying to say.
I do have something to add to what said earlier, but Discord was being bad for a minute.
Mm.
Like about like what Angel said, coming to the game with experience from other shooting games, and Kron saying that. Like a lot of the newer players don't tend to have that, like the kids who just play after school. I came to Krunker with nearly 0 experience in FPS games. Basically nothing. I played Fortnite a bit. I played Apex once or twice. That's it. And I think I'm on a 3.7 KD, 3.8.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
I'm only on like a 2.1 KD right now.
But did you guys evolve from, like, do you guys feel Krunker made you a better player in other games as well?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think my aim improved in CS:GO quite a bit.
Yeah, my aim's improved in every game.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, yeah, kinda. I mean, my first game on computer was Krunker and Osu, so I guess I took Krunker or Osu to the other game, which improved my aim for both games.
Hmm.
I don't know.
What Krunker did was it just kind of made reactions better because Krunker's quite a fast-paced game,
I mean, yeah.
and then like, it was playing other games like Apex, which basically requires good aim, which made aim better in other games, and they've kind of merged now.
Oh yeah, actually. And like also it's really weird to see that how a lot of players in Krunker are playing other games as well. But like I think generally good players in Krunker are doing really good in other games as well, like insanely good. Because Krunker is just it can improve you a lot because it's a new kind of skill set. You know, if you go to CS:GO, Valorant, it's kind of the same skill set, just game sense, you know, aiming, not so much movement, but Krunker has like a new thing which is called movement, which is like which is the main thing about Krunker, like slide hopping and all that, and that's what's actually new about the game. And I think that that's the reason why this game is still alive, is because you have this movement. This is kind of feels like a new thing.
Yeah. I mean, there are other movement games, but like none of them take it to the extreme that Krunker does. Like, I mean, you've got Titanfall 2, which is like air movement, but Krunker's more like really low to the ground movement, like staying on the ground and just like going really fast. But in like Titanfall, you're using grappling hooks, double jumps, and then like you've got the Titan gameplay on top of that.
Yeah, like I think Titanfall was a really good example. I haven't played that game a lot, but like just from like wall jumping and wall banging and all that shit, these two games feel kind of similar, you know, in skill sets, which is pretty cool. So also like Quake, I think that's the predecessor to Krunker, right? We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
But like Quake to me doesn't seem that casual. Like in Quake you have the movement, but it was really competitive based. Like you were just like it's kind of the same as Krunker, that no one was really playing Krunker just because it's a good game. Everyone wanted to be better at it, I guess. And that's kind of what carried Quake on its own. So yeah, I don't know. What would you ask that Twitch stream sniper?
I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't understand that, but I already know what he said.
I think that says hentai.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said like
definitely
who watches
says
hentai? Who watches hentai? I just give him like a
Uh,
show timeout.
Well, not me.
Really? You guys okay?
I shall neither
No, I was
confirm nor deny.
joking.
Can't time him out. Okay, whatever. Fine.
There you go.
Fine. Thank you,
Took a
Omega.
while.
Yeah. Me, alright. So yeah, like also there's like I think there's a really interesting topic which again I talked about a lot of times, but I never heard anyone else's opinion. Like, what do you guys think? Why is Krunker, I mean Rank, not coming to the game?
I think because the devs really want to like keep it casual, because like a good chunk of the player base is really casual. If you've like, because every time you join a game, you'll just either pub stomping or you're getting pub stomped, and like everyone else like in that game seems to be really casual or really new, and I think they want to like keep it like that, so they don't want to they don't want to add a comp mode because that would kind of make it less of a casual game and more of like a competitive game.
I mean, they're still KPC, but
Yeah.
that doesn't have the reward of getting higher ranks. I mean,
Yeah.
you have tier 1 and tier 2, but still.
Yeah, like KPC was fun until I went into tier 1 and I realized that's it actually. That's the technically the highest level. You know, you can still get better at the game, but like there's nowhere to go.
Yeah,
There's
the
no-
thing is, they used to have weeklies, and then you had like
Yeah.
a goal to go for. Like it was real esports with like $1,000 when you win. So people would actually play a lot of comp to try and be at the top level. But now it's kind of gone. So no one no one has a reason to be at the top level.
Yeah, like
I
that's
mean,
yeah. Sorry.
I mean, other than like clan wars and like stuff like that.
But Clan Wars is not competitive. Clan Wars is just
Yeah.
it's just repetitive. It's just pop stomping over and over again. And I think pop stomping or like Krunker already has the pop stomping element, but it needs something else like a competitive way where you can compete with others and you
I
can show off your
actually
skill.
I actually didn't like Clan Wars when it got added because like most of the OG clans that had a verified like a verified clan, those died, and I didn't really like that. I'm pretty sure there's like 3 left that I know of that are like or 4 that are still alive, like K-pop, 24/7 Verb, and Timp.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually I can agree with that. But like what I like let's get back to tournaments because that's also what I wanted to talk about. Like so they cancelled weeklies. I don't exactly remember. I think weeklies every single weekly you were able to get like $1,000. I think that was the price. I'm not really sure about that. Maybe you guys can correct me in that. But like
I have
ever
no idea.
since, oh yeah, but it was before you guys came into the
yeah.
game.
Yeah, it was before I
Yeah.
can go X Mega during the game.
Yeah, so basically weeklies were a big thing. Like they were casted on Twitch, and I think they had a really good viewership as well. Like 200, 300 people. I'm not really sure. I never really watched them, but the ever since weeklies are not a thing, which was back in like December. I think it was like late November when they canceled it. There are like a lot less tournaments. Like there is like a KPC tournament every once in a while and some smaller tournaments for like 5,000 KR, but that's it. There is like no real money invested into.
Actually, like, let me check something. If I go to the Tixic Discord, which is like a thing that hosts tournaments, there's actually right now there's a $400 4v4 tournament
Really?
with first place winning 240, second winning 120, and third place 40. Yeah.
Okay, but the problems with those that are like unless they make profit, they break it because it's a business, making like these competitions, making these tournaments, it's kind of a business. The reason I think why weekly stopped is because they stopped making money back, like they put $1,000 into those weeklies, but they probably made a lot less back from it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like esports Krunker used to get like 2K viewers or something.
2K even? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, viewers
I
not that. Yeah.
I think that's the reason why like they added drops because they're getting quite a bit of like viewage on Twitch from drops, like all the like streamers that have the drops, because people want the drops, and then like it's getting people that are playing Krunker, and then they see the drops thing, and then they come over to Twitch, and then the Twitch streamers start making more money, which means more people join the game, which means they can like more people find them, and then more people join the game because they found them, and it's like just loops.
Yeah, but like drops, like ever since the last drops, I think the average viewers like beforehand, the average viewership of Krunker was around like 600, and yesterday I checked and it was like 850. So now it actually grown a lot more, and like the community is growing, I think. But what actually Omega said here is that there is no esports viewership. And I would like to disagree with that because when I hosted the KSS tournament, the KSS tournament thing,
Yeah,
like
you were getting like 20-30 viewers.
yeah, even more. I think I was like 30 or 40, and back then I was around like 12 on average viewers or something. So I was really low. That was a really big thing for me, And I think there's certainly a viewership for esports. It's not that interesting as like League of Legends esports, but there was certainly people wanting to watch it, and I don't think that was a problem. But like watching like viewership doesn't really give back money, I guess. It's not a good way to make money. So I don't know. I know. And also Savage, ranked used to be a thing. It was removed again in November. I think it was removed in late November. I don't really remember. But like at that point when they removed it, that's when they announced the rank rework. At that point, rank was so dead that you had to stay like you had to wait 10 to 15 minutes in queue to find a.
Well, depends on what game mode. 1v1 was instantly, and 2v2 took like about 2 minutes. That's why I actually have a 2, like a rank 2 on my profile account for 2s.
I don't know, but I remember when I played 1v1s, I was around like 200 elo. I always got like almost every second or third match, I had a cheater against me. Like cheaters were a big thing back then. And also Shipyard is not really a good map for 1v1, so like it was awful. It was really inconsistent, really unbalanced. So yeah, rank was removed, and I think that was a good decision because nobody really used it, you know. But the fact that like 6 months elapsed since then, and there are like still no official statements on ranked is what like frightening me, you know. Or if they're not planning on releasing rank, then just what was the point of
Stop saying it's coming soon and just admit
Yeah.
that it's not coming.
Yeah, well, if they like met some roadblocks or something, just tweet about it or like do something like say, yeah, I don't know, ranked is coming to the game in like, yeah, they don't know, or there are like some roadblocks, or it's gonna be a lot late, but we know nothing about ranked. I think they made like an official statement like 2 months ago, in which Sydney said on Twitch that 2 months ago he said that ranked will be coming to the game soon, really soon, because they made good progress, and that was the only official statement they made, and that was 2 months ago. Thank you for the follow, my boy. How you doing? So
Yes.
yep.
I'm no mind. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Sorry. So yeah, I don't know. It feels like I think Krunker should improve their communication, and they should communicate more often with the community on what they are planning on, what they're doing, you know, their progress and all that. Because yeah, we have no idea what's going to the game. They also removed roadmaps, which were a big thing. You know, roadmaps were a big thing, but then they just silently removed it without even announcing it.
I think I joined after roadmaps were removed.
No, roadmaps were removed in on March 15th. I remember it
Really?
exactly. Yeah, on March 15th. That was an update on March 15th, and so basically the first time they added roadmap was like back in December, and then back then they said that rank rework alongside with Face It and Clamber's overhaul, which actually happened, were coming out will come to the game mid-January. 2021 mid-January. But then in a later update, they extended it, so it was like mid-February now, and then they extended it once more to March 15th. And then instead of extending it, they just removed the roadmap and didn't even include it in the patch notes.
I never saw the roadmap, but probably
Yeah.
me just being dumb.
It was really hard to reach it. I think it was like in esports or one of those menus, you know, it was really hard to reach it. But yeah, they just removed it. That's kind of like not so cool. So yeah, I think what you said, Angel, which was that you want like you think Krunker devs will want the game to be more casual, less competitive. It can be true actually, and they might be doing this on purpose so they can transform the game into a really casual game. Maybe make some custom game modes, you know, because that's what I'm seeing almost in every single patch note nowadays. You only see these custom game modes and custom game improvements.
And then you got the free spins that are kind of like every other update, which aren't like, they're not like annoying. It's just like it's giving the people that like aren't really getting like the 500 spins a lot, like the people who are like really casual at the game. It's giving them like access to like maybe like legendaries and relics like really early if they get lucky.
I don't think free spin is a bad thing. Like spinning freely, I think that's a good thing. But I actually, what do you think about the free spin? Like getting into free spin as a content creator, you know? Like, would you be happy for it, for example?
If I got into it, I would be happy. But it's like yes, they're gonna always choose like the really big like ones, the people that are like most already known.
I mean, like I talked to Gabe, and also Lion. Both of them got into the free spin ones, and they both got like 8K subscribers from it. And they both said that it was cool. It was really cool, and it was like a really insane experience. But it didn't really help them in content creation. You know, it gave them a bit of exposure. It boosted their subscriber count. But that's it. You know, like it didn't really help. And I think if somebody was making content daily and they can't reach 1,000 subscribers, which is the level of monetization, you know, the requirements for monetization, if they can't reach it, then probably they're not doing good enough content. Yeah. So yeah, I think free spin is a really cool thing, but it can hurt content creators as well. Yeah, especially if they transit over to new games, you know, or even if they don't, you know, when they're applying for a content creator role on Discord, for example, they'll look at your statistics, and if you have 8K subscribers or like 10K subscribers, whatever, while having an insane low views per videos and then all that other statistics, it's gonna hurt your channel. So yeah, but I think Krunker definitely has a future. I don't know about you guys.
I mean, if ranked comes down, then it'll have a future for the com players, and like if they keep going towards casual, it's gonna have like it's gonna go towards more of the newer players or like casual players. Mostly streamers as well, because customs bring a lot of viewers to streamers who are like hosting them.
Like
Yeah.
whenever I like host a custom, like Firefly Royale, like I'm getting like a bunch more viewers from people who are just like joining and then watching, and that even like applies to when I just go into like a pub game and and just have the link in chat. You seem to get a lot more viewers then, but it also means, for me, it also ends up meaning that the chat's more dead because everyone's in game fighting you and not like talking to you in chat. And I'm really bad with my chat when no one's talking in chat because I can't think of anything to say.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I don't really know. Whenever I do customs, you know, surprisingly, my view count, for example, I don't really check it that often, but if I do customs, I usually check it, or if I do viewer pickups, and it kind of dies. It actually doesn't improve in my case. In most of the times, there's like a high spike after I host a custom, but after like a few minutes, it dies down. I see you, Trey. How to take it out of like the CSS? Just Google it. I can't show it to you right now. Just Google it, Trey. But I think a rank would be bad for casual players. I think a rank is the best update that can be that could come, because it would be good for everyone. It could be good for competitive players. It would be good for anyone, for casual players, because casual players, that would be more motivated to play. Competitive players, that would have a meaning to play, you know, a motivation, and so on.
Also, if like rank gets added, all like the really competitive players are gonna like go into the comp, and like it means that for the casual people, pubs is gonna be like more easy for like them to learn. Like, because when you're like brand new and you don't know what's going on, you don't know how to slide hop, and you're like even the very new ones that like don't know how to aim that well, like they just get demolished. Like, and like you see this like when you're playing and you're just like flying around getting like, I don't know, like a ton of kills a second. Like, I don't know, not a second, like a ton of kills really fast. It's just like people who are like standing in like a straight line and just not moving.
Yeah, but like I think when it comes to Krunker, you know, it's all about if you have the patience to explore the game mechanics, you know, because once you know that slide hopping is a thing, like you get shit on by somebody, you know. For example, they get shit on by me, you know, a totally new player. They see that I'm flying around and they're asking questions. How do you do that? They often do that in pubs, like how are you so fast? And then you introduce them to slide hopping, and then once they learn how to slide hop, they'll improve critically. And I think that's the point where they can actually start playing the game properly, and then they can actually start maybe shitting on other people, you know. Because technically, being a better player in Krunker means that you can shit on more people. You know, you don't have to be a insanely good player to shit on lobbies. You just have to find the lobbies which have like completely new players.
Yeah, and then like no, I forgot. Oh my god.
Yeah, so like It's weird. It's definitely weird. But yeah, I'm missing a lot of tournaments. I would love to see more tournaments being held, more tournaments being
I mean,
being
I
made.
wouldn't really like. I haven't played in the tournament, so I don't know what they were like. But I feel like if they lowered the price, like to like something reasonable for them, like say they lowered the price to like 500, I still feel like that would still give them quite a bit of profit, and it would still get a lot of people joining because 500 quid still a lot of money.
So you, like real money, 500 quid.
Yeah, like 500 quid. Like if they made like enough money to like make it worth it, I feel like they should do it because
I mean, at this point, I think if even if they would like decrease it to like 100 quids, people would play it. Like the best
Yeah.
players in like they would genuinely be interested in playing it, you know. And so
they just want to find people who are like the same level as them and like play just because have a challenge because like it gets boring sometimes just pub stomping, just going around killing people, no challenge because like it's just it feels like it feels way too repetitive after a while.
yeah, actually, I can totally agree with you. And also, what I think is really interesting, and it's just like I remember, you know, there's this new map making event. I don't know if you guys noticed that, which is
Yeah, I
No.
noticed it.
it's a I mean, 50,000 dollars, I think.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
50,000. Yeah, the prize pool is $50,000. That's
Yeah,
really big money. That's enough for 50 weeklies, if you don't increase it. So why would they invest that kind of money into making games rather than just making competitive like tournaments?
I mean, more maps, more people that join the maps, and more people to the game.
Yeah, but I don't think this map competition is for like normal map makers. I think they're trying to lure companies into the game to invest money and like in Roblox, you know, where they're like big companies making games so they can make even more money out of it.
Wait, companies, what?
Big companies, in like Roblox, like programming companies, they made a shit ton of big games and they make a shit ton of money out of it, like Phantom Forces, you know.
yeah,
Like
like
that
you see like all the big games on Roblox, they aren't made by a single person, they're made by like
a team.
an entire team, and they
Yes.
just make so much money off it because like they got all like the young kids start like playing it, and then they get ask their parents if they're allowed to spend a little bit of money on like Robux,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then they get the money, and then it's just that by like 1,000 times. If it's like they're giving them £5, and then or like 5 quid, and then but you do that 1,000 times from like 1,000 little kids, you get 5,000. And then but like there's like millions of there's like I don't know like 10,000 people playing that like the games at once,
Yeah.
and like if like I don't know 10% like spend money, that's 5,000 quid.
Yeah, they make a shit ton of money. I
Yeah,
think like yeah.
I'm pretty sure like one game, Adopt Me, has like fucking a million people
Yeah, like
playing at the same time. I'm pretty sure it lags the whole servers, but okay.
No,
I
but
know
like the servers are like different and they're hosted by Roblox, you know. And I heard that Adopt Me, for example, they made like closely to $1 billion profit so far.
Wait, what?
Well,
Billion?
but not billion, but is it a bit?
oh,
I
yeah,
think
and like the Adopt Me games, they have like several different games,
yeah, and they can yeah.
and like it's just like you got like one in that's like on a mountain, and it's like different like areas. And like they make
They-
even more money from that because I don't think they actually connect their games, and they make and because like and they make the kids spend money for the same thing on each thing. Which
I mean, sorry, but like they don't necessarily have to make like new games. They can just implement new microtransactions into new chapters of the game.
yeah,
Just and that totally works, you know, because I don't think they get money from plays. Like yeah, it's
no,
not like in Krunk, you know, where if enough people hit the play button, they play on your map,
yeah,
you can get money out of it, like AdSense. It's like they only get the money that people spend on it.
yeah.
So yeah, I know.
By the way, Adopt Me right now has 500,000 playing.
Bro,
And don't ask
that's
me how I got to Roblox so fast.
yeah. He has a fucking bookmark.
Oh,
Yeah, I
They have a
do, but
fucking- wait, do I still have my bookmark for for like Among Us? Wait, no, that's the
One
clip on
guy.
Kronosch's stream.
What?
I'm a bit tired right now. Leave me alone. No. Okay,
So,
right.
like, to me, like the only reason, like, they made map competitions before, and I think the prize pool was around like $1,000 and $10,000, which is still a lot of money. But $50,000 is more than enough money to bring companies or like smaller teams, programming teams, into the game and get them interested in making games, so they can earn money from it. And I think that's what they're going for. That's why they don't are not releasing ranked, probably, is because they just want to turn this game into a really casual game, or like more like a platform, you know, like Roblox. I think that's the best example, and that kind of terrifies me, because that means soon we're just gonna get all like thrown out in the trash, and only casual players will stay.
That would be kind of bad for my career as a comp player.
Yeah, that would be really bad. That would be really bad for anyone who wants to play this game a bit more seriously.
I feel like even like people who just want to play like casual, seriously, like me when I'm streaming, like that would be pretty bad as well. Because like, if you're not gonna find any like the really good people there, and it's just gonna be like the people that still play pubs and like pub stomping, but like that's gonna slowly get less as people get more bored of pub stomping, and like it's just gonna be like the really casual people eventually.
Absolutely. And like, I don't wanna like, I don't care how much money they make, you know, because they deserve it. They made a really cool game. But I don't think like money is not a problem. I think, because if they can afford to get the 50,000 map competition out, then they could afford a lot of things. If they can afford to get weekly skins into the game, and like there are a lot of new games, a lot of new skins. I don't know if you guys noticed, but almost every single update, a bunch of new skins get added to the game.
I mean, that's this like skin makers making them, not
Yeah, that's
really.
like in-game skin makers making them.
But they're making like not like competitions, like events for them as well. So I don't know.
I know, but like, I feel like 50,000 is a lot.
That's a lot.
For map makers.
Yeah.
You could like attract quite a few companies of like 25, and you're not gonna get like the super big companies because they've already made their own platforms and like places to do. So they're gonna get like the smaller companies that do programming, and it's gonna be it's gonna be less, and they could easily like use a lot less money on it and like spend that back on development, or like on people that play the game, like in like the 20s that you mentioned.
Yeah, but but the weird thing here is that if they don't want big companies or like outsiders to get into the game to make games for them, why would they make it a 50,000 competition? Even if they will make it like $1,000 competition, almost every single map maker, like Iniquity, JVB Hub, all the other map makers would be interested in participating, and they would participate, you know? Like, why do you have to make it a 50,000 one? Probably because they want to lure more people in. Probably teams even.
They want to like, if like there's like a single big map, there's like a single mapping like company in Krunker, they're gonna send it to like a few other companies, and then they're gonna get more companies in, and it's just like, but like that's like 50,000. That's like more than I've ever had, like ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that old, but still.
And also my guy is saying that skin makers are making hundreds per skin, depending on complexity. But they're not making money from they don't get, like, Krunker doesn't give them money. They make money from clients.
Yeah.
And for exposure, so they can get verified, you know, they can get supported by they can get shout outs from Krunker. They don't pay them, I think. So I mean, like, they pay map makers, though. They pay Iniquity for making new rotation maps. That's something I know for a fact. So yeah, it's really weird. And also, like if I think about Krunker, I think their only kind of source of income is ad revenue, right? Like,
Yeah.
how else can you make money You can make
Like it's like not that much money, but there's a lot of people playing it, and it's
what?
it's like when like really big streamers run an ad. Like, sure, it may only be like, I don't know, 1 cent per ad per person who watches the ad, but if like there's like 1,000 people get an ad, that's 10 quid easy. And like,
Yeah, I think they make a shit ton of money from ads, and I've seen that's their only source of income, unless they're making partnerships or like sponsorships. It makes absolute sense because like a lot of different people are playing and free care and all that shit. But like, I think Twitch is a good example because I actually know it for a fact that there was a guy on Twitch who was averaging around like 1,000 average viewers, and he made a video about how much money he makes in depth, and he showed everything, and he made around 10k to 15k a month from Twitch, but he made like $500 from ads. That's how low ads are. Like, for example, in my 300 hours of streaming,
you need a lot of like, you need a lot of viewers for ads to be really worth it.
yeah,
Like
like
10k viewers, like stuff like that. And like the biggest streamers, they can make a lot of money with ads, but like the smaller streamers, it's not really worth it. Like, and like I don't think any Krunker streamer is gonna like any like mainly Krunker streamer is gonna like make a lot of money off ads unless like Krunker suddenly like blows up and becomes the most played game.
I mean, whoever participated in jobs, and they had like 2k average viewers, they probably made a decent amount of money from ads only. They probably made, I would suspect, around, I don't want to like go in depth in this thing, but like $100 easily. So they probably made it back just from ads, the money they spent on skins. But like, actually I missed it. Omega is right. They also make money from crunkies, from selling Kia, but like I don't think that's significant, is it? Like extra BV bought tens of thousands of dollars in crunkies, but that's one person. Most people, like I would never buy crunkies unless it's an investment, maybe for a video, for a spinning video where I can make money back from ad revenue or like whatever.
Yeah. Like,
Or like,
I don't think like ads really like the only like reason ads exist on Twitch is to make Twitch a lot of money.
oh yeah,
'Cause,
absolutely.
like they make a lot of money because they get like every ad plays goes like half to them, and then the other half, no, it's like 40% to them, and then 60 to the streamer, which may seem like the streamer gets more, but that's every streamer on the platform compared to that they're getting it from, compared to just you when you run an ad.
Absolutely. And like I personally, I think about 300 hours. I can actually just check it. I mean, I don't want to leak it or anything because I'm not supposed to talk about it. But like, I think I've made like 4 cents from my 300 hours of streaming. I'm not a really small streamer. I'm an insanely small streamer compared to all the big streamers in Twitch. But that's still really insane. In 300 hours, I made like 3 cents from ads. That's how low it is. And as Omega says, XQC makes a few dollars from ads, and that's like yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good to make $500 only from ads, but when you compare it to the fact that you make $10,000 from subscriptions, from cheers, from donations, and all that,
Like,
and
yeah, like you carry on. Sorry.
yeah, and you make like a lot of money from having a YouTube channel where you can like you have ad revenue and all that. It's just like ads are so insignificant on Twitch. But I think they're really good for Krunker, and I think that's their main source of income.
Yeah, like they show you a lot of ads in like the background. Like when you're searching for a new game, it has like like a 10% chance to show you an ad that you have to click off. And I'm very sure they get money for that, like every time it gets shown.
Oh yeah.
And like that's just a lot of money. And also, like on Twitch, ads don't really make that much money because most people don't go watch like VODs after the stream's over. Unless you're like a really big streamer and like on like an RP SMP, like I don't know, Tubbo, Rambo, and like people like that. Like they go back and watch it because they want the lore of like whatever's going on. But like on Twitch, like ads like aren't really useful because they only help you when you're live, and mainly, and they don't help you that much when you're not live, like with the VODs, unless you're like a really big streamer, and like even then, most people don't go and watch the VODs. But if you're on YouTube, like it's like maybe like you have to like people have to focus on like making like money, like making the videos look good to actually gain growth on YouTube. And like eventually it's like sure they get little AdSense and there's like no and now there's like a channel join thing, like a channel join thing. But like there used to not be. And before that it was only like AdSense. It was only ads that gave them money. But like even still, a lot of people just like go back and watch like old videos. Like if you see like some of the older videos from channels, like you'll see like people like this year saying, "Hey, hi from 2021." Like it makes money like all the time, but it doesn't stop making money. But with Twitch VODs, they get deleted in either 20 or 60 days anyway. So it's gonna like disappear eventually, and then you won't have the VODs, and then you won't have like any way to make money off that stream again from ads. And like even still, I have made a majority of my money off of on Twitch off of like the subs I've been gifted and the subs I've gotten from Prime. And like I run like a few ads every stream, and I have made maybe max like 10p. Like it is a tiny amount.
I mean, I didn't want to interrupt you, but like on Twitch, actually, you don't get money from your VODs.
I was so hyped about this.
So you can only get money when you're, as Omega is saying, when you're switching between streams. So like the first time you look at a streamer, you get an ad, unless you're using an ad blocker, or whenever they run it. So ads are not really a big thing for Twitch, but I don't really want to talk about Twitch or YouTube because like that's not the point of this podcast.
This is KrunkTalk.
Yeah, but like it was related, so it wasn't a bad thing, you know.
Yeah.
So like John Wick actually said, so far I've spent around $50 on Krunker. Have you guys ever spent, like chat as well, and you guys as well, have you guys ever spent money on Krunker before? Because I have not.
I've spent a little, like, but I was like to get like money for like I did an unboxing and I got quite a few viewers and new followers from that. I mean, it wasn't really that much,
Twitch
but
ads
I spent
work
like
even
little
with
money
ad
for
block.
like an unboxing, and to be fair, it wasn't worth it. But I mean, I didn't really have to pay bills and do stuff, so yeah. Like if I just try and grow my Twitch channel a little more from like doing that, I'd say nah.
Yeah, but like when you buy KR, you know, it's like an investment for you.
Yeah.
But like people, I can't believe people are actually casually buying KR so they can spin, because it's not worth it. Like buying KR is like so overpriced, and the reason because it's overpriced is because every single time you buy KR with somebody's code, they get a big cut. They can actually make serious, like Twitch streamers can make serious money from being partnered to Krunker. Like I don't want to say names, but there was a guy who I talked to. He was a streamer, Krunker streamer. He was averaging around like 80 viewers, and he made around $100 a month from Krunkies, which is not bad, I think,
Yeah.
at that
Yeah.
view base.
That's actually quite a lot. A lot for like 80 viewers.
That is. So yeah, I don't know. We kind of talked about everything. I think like
Yeah.
I think Krunker is a future. Definitely think Krunker has a future. I just want to see where are the devs taking it. You know,
It depends if it depends that it has a feature. If depending on how the devs take it, like if it, because like the devs could just mess up terribly and the game would be dead. But then like me and you would have to find a new game. Like everyone who plays it competitively would have to find a new game, and that'll get quite boring after a while. Like because this game's really fun. Krunker's really fun. It's just it can get repetitive, and I think that's why it needs a comp mode because like I forgot what was it? I already forgot what I was gonna say.
No.
But like, oh, you go first.
No, you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, you're totally right, and I agree with you. But like content creators, I think like if you can create content, like content creating in Krunker is really good because it's such a big niche that you can grow kind of easily on Twitch as well. Not easily, of course. Growing on Twitch is really hard, but it's so much easier than growing in like Minecraft or something because it's such a big niche that you have much more exposure.
The thing about Krunker is there's a lot of viewers, but there's not that many Twitch streamers like that stream it. 'Cause you've got, I mean, there's a lot, but there's like quite a few more viewers. Like I tried streaming Minecraft like Bed Wars for like a while before this, and like I didn't get anywhere. But like with Krunker, like I've gone to like 200 and so viewers, not viewers, followers, and it's like a lot easier to grow on Krunker than most games. And like if I've had to change games, I'd probably have to find like one with a high viewership and not that many people actually streaming it.
I mean, the thing about Krunker is if you look at the category right now, even right now, 80% of the viewers or of the viewers in Krunker are watching the top 10 or 15 or 20 searches. Because there are like a lot of streamers. I think there are like a lot of streamers compared to how big this game is, but most of them are sitting on like a 0 viewers or like 1 because their content is not so unique, you know. They're not the quality is usually really bad. The audio quality is awful, and you can't even enjoy it. Like I sometimes I go and like scroll through Twitch streamers, like Krunker streamers, and go all the way down. And often what I see is that they are just talking to your heads their headset like this, and they sound like this. I don't know.
Yeah. I
So
mean, that's what I did when I started out.
they
But like
yeah.
my first goal was to upgrade the audio, and then it was to upgrade the camera because the camera was just my laptop webcam, which it looked decent, but the lighting was really bad because the lighting would randomly swap from being really bright to really dark in the background.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the case with Krunker is that, as I said, 80% of the viewers in this category are watching the top 10 searches, the top 10 streamers on at the time. And then there are a lot of streamers like really down who have 0 viewers and they just can't get out of that mark. So yeah. But I think content creating in Krunker is fun and it's not so competitive. I mean, it is competitive, but like not so much. So you can grow, you know, even if you just stream every single day, just a bit, you can grow it, and you can absolutely get somewhere with it. So
yeah, especially if you have like a decent setup and stuff,
yeah.
it doesn't take you that long to grow on Krunker.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. What is this, Mika? How do I get rid of this? Wait. Oh, what is this?
They've got it set as camera settings. They've got OBS virtual camera up, and I'm pretty sure they're just capturing Discord. They've got this on loop. They're not capturing Discord. They're capturing YouTube, and they've got this on loop. And so this is just looping forever, trying on. You can't get rid of it because it's camera, and you can't actually get rid of camera. But if they were screenshotting this, you could just not watch stream. But seeing how they're using it as OBS virtual camera, you can't get rid of it.
I mean, I managed to get rid of it. But like, yeah. But what like you're saying is true. So like, I feel like it's not what you have, it's your personality that gets you more viewers. I agree. Like when you stream, your personality is the only thing that everything is about, you know. That's why I think not having a face cam is kind of a mistake while streaming. Because
Yeah, but I don't like showing my face. So.
yeah, it's understandable. But if you want to grow potentially, no one will, like, very few people, unless you're a really good player, no one will watch you because how good you are. People want to get in touch with you. They want to know your personality, you know. And only by me having my face here, even if I do nothing, I just do some face expressions every once in a while and just play. It keeps viewers engaged into my stream. Like a lot, yeah.
Like a thing I do is like I will read chat like in the middle of me shooting someone, because like I can be aiming for so long that my with the sense I use, like I've tried to keep my sense consistent between games. Like I can look at chat and just use my peripheral vision, see like kill people, and like it's a lot easier to grow when you're constantly talking to chat as a small streamer, because like it gives you something to talk about, and it gives people that join like a reason to watch you, like because you're like talking, you're like being expressive, you're just talking about something. And whether that's like you don't like it or you do like it, it's still them getting to see your personality.
Yeah, it helps. And but I would like to disagree with you, Tag, because I think everyone needs like a basic setup for your stream to be enjoyable. Like if you're
Yeah.
streaming from like a really bad PC and you have like 20 FPS, your game is not enjoyable as much. Like
You need to at least have like what is it? You need to at least have like okay, a decent-ish overlay. You need to have the overlay to be like working, have alerts on. Like alerts is like a good thing you need. A cam alerts and like maybe a chat box on like intermission and talking thing. But, like as long as you've got that and you've got your gameplay being smooth enough, quite smooth, you can stream this game and it will do fairly well.
I think having an overlay and having a consistent branding like design helps you in branding. So like whenever somebody comes to your stream, it feels like they are watching a brand, they're watching you as a person, you know, it feels much more consistent. But I don't think you really need a really good overlay or anything, but like you certainly need something else besides your gameplay, and you need decent audio quality, you know. You don't need to have like a studio microphone or anything. It's good enough if you have a headset or something, but just be decent, you know, work on it. Have like a decent PC so the gameplay is enjoyable, and maybe if you have a camera, you know, just turn it in. So I think you need a setup. You need tools. You need those. You need a basic setup, but you don't need the best setup. Like even if I would buy the best things ever on the web, bro, the best PC, the best microphone, the best everything, that wouldn't boost my viewers. That wouldn't boost me because I have to work on it. But personality is what gets you in touch with more people, I think.
Yeah.
Saying interactive with chat is important too because so many people want you to read their message, but it's harder when you get more popular. Or someone to feel good about themselves when they type in chat. Yeah, but like interacting chat is like that's fun. At least that's what I enjoy in streaming. You know, when talking to you guys, that's I think like I think there are a few streamers who live reading chat as a burden. You know, they think it's a burden, but I think that's the funnest thing in this entire thing.
It's the most fun. Like,
Yeah.
'cause, like you just like okay. After I started streaming, it gets quite boring playing games and you have no one to talk to. Like, I would originally do it a lot, but like I started streaming now, and it gets so boring because it's just like quiet. Like you may be listening to music, which I do while streaming, and like I have like on occasion, like when I'm playing on my own, I have looked over at my second monitor to try and read chat, like just out of pure accident.
Yeah, I get that feeling. I get that. I do that sometimes too. So yeah, reading chat is really cool, I think. Audio is the most important thing. Audio clickbait, content overlays, webcam, game skill. No, I think my list probably is audio is the most important thing, then content, then I would say webcam or personality, and probably game skill, and the rest is just all below it, you know. You don't need a webcam necessarily, but then you have to build your personality into the stream, you know, like or if you have a webcam, just put a mask on, like Anomaly or like Spagossos, you know, he doesn't have a webcam, but he has that voice, he has that personality that people watch him for.
Yeah.
So there are ways to go around this, but like the main thing in Twitch is that you want to have a good personality that can lure people in to talking to you, and yeah, that's it. And then you can just keep on growing. It's patience and work.
Mm.
So, absolutely agree. What do you say, Mika? You
Yes.
as you as a non webcam user, streamer.
I say that if you don't have a webcam or don't use it, then just have like a hand cam or something and just sweat your game. Like just play and be good, I guess.
Yeah, but you have to be really good. Like a lion, for example. he doesn't have a webcam, but he's really good at the game, and people are watching him mainly because he's insanely good at the game. Like that's his personality, that he's really good at the game, you know. Well, I don't know, pretty much anyone else who's not that good at the game, you have to make up for it.
I mean, I'm pretty good, but my FPS just can't handle streams.
Yeah, that's also a thing. So yeah, absolutely. How are you doing, Boyki? Increases your what? Increase. Excuse me. No, looks so bad. What do you mean? What do you mean increase it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I should. I'll do that next stream. Thank you. So yeah, but we kind of like started talking a lot about like Twitch and content creating, which actually was supposed to be my next topic for next next stream. Oh, Boyki. I mean, why not? Hello, Boyki.
He's just quiet.
That's fine. Oh,
Hello.
hello. How
Hello.
you doing? Good, I guess. All right.
I think that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So
I
maybe
feel like the fact that you invited me kind of like, if you're talking about me, I'm somehow gonna turn it into streaming conversation. I do not know how, but it seems to happen.
like what? Sorry, I missed it.
Like every time, I know why, but like a lot of times when I'm talking to people, it'll end up as like streaming, and I don't know how, because like half the time we weren't talking to anything that you could turn into streaming, and yet it somehow turns into streaming.
Oh yeah, but like, oh sorry.
Yeah, you go on.
Yeah, so like interacting with people, I can totally relate. You know, interacting with someone like you guys, it totally motivates me to stream because that's kind of what you're doing while you stream, just not through a voice chat. You know.
Yeah.
Why did you make it like this? Because this voice overlay that you see, Flitzo, it only works if I make like a normal voice chat. It doesn't work in stages. That's why I made a normal voice chat, and it's actually fine. So let's try to get back. I mean, like go back to Krunker and its future for a bit, and then we can close this conversation a bit. So we talked about ranked, which is probably the biggest thing right now. Also there are like other additions like Battle Royale mode, and that's actually something we haven't talked about. Like, what do you guys think about Battle Royale mode, or Survival mode? Do you think it fits?
I don't
Yeah.
like it
But like, why?
because I don't like battle royale things, and
I feel
since
like-
this game has like a very big hitboxes, it's just no.
Yeah, like I have seen how like the hitboxes are like really out of proportion compared to like the actual character models. Because like I've been like, I don't know, way off their head, and I've still got a headshot, and it's just like, how did I hit that? I was like looking the other way.
Oh yeah. And what about Survival mode though? That's a bit more interesting, I
Is
think.
is that zombies?
No. It's like No, it's not like Minecraft, but it's like surviving, gathering. I think that's how they meant to make it.
I haven't played that, to be fair.
It's not out yet, but
Uh,
that's what they were talking about. Devs were talking about survival mode sooner than they were talking about a battle royale mode. That's why building came into the game, which is also something I don't really understand. Like, what's the point of building if there's nothing? Like,
I mean, like, you can only build like single blocks, and it's like, it's not really that useful for like when you're fighting, especially seeing how in like custom games, the only building like kind of person you get, the only like building you can do is like you can only build. You don't really actually get a gun when you're that character.
yeah.
So I feel like he's gonna end up being like a survival, like, and then it's gonna like end up they're gonna be like a battle royale, and it's gonna be weird.
I think building was implemented for like for survival mode to be. It would look, it would feel like in Unterneath or like Rust. I don't know if you guys know those games. You know, where you can place down everything like piece by piece, and you can make bases and all that. I would love to see that. Actually, I think survival mode could be good for the game, but like it's such a big project, and judging by their performance on the ranked and on Face It, And on Battle Pass and all those other things, I don't think it's coming to the game anytime soon.
Does Battle Royale come with building?
No one knows.
No.
Oh, that would be cool though, as well. But like, that would be. But would anyone play that though? If there's Fortnite
Yeah.
already.
I mean,
if you-
Fortnite fans would probably play it.
What would a Fortnite fan play if they already have Fortnite?
Building and Battle Royale.
Yeah, like that's actually a decent way to get people who play Fortnite to join.
Kinda.
But I
I think-
mean, they would only even play in that one mode, and wouldn't really boost it that much because a good chunk of them would still just stay with Fortnite, and then the other amount of them wouldn't have
Yeah.
heard of Krunker. So you'd only get a very small amount actually come in to to Krunker, because they would have to A, hear about it, and B, care about it enough. Which would mean they either have already played Krunker and they liked it, or
But it's
they
with
just
Bunny Hop.
yeah,
It's with Slide Up.
yeah.
Why it's Krunker.
Yeah, but like, I don't feel like Krunker needs a new mod, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like Krunker has a really good basic, you know, like a really good basic game mode, you know. Krunker is really cool as it is right now. You just need to upgrade it, no, improve it.
I really feel like the thing they should be focusing on right now is like improving menus a little, because like you can join, like you can click like a one-person full game and it'll just say no, this game is full. Sorry. It's like I literally just opened the menu and like
Yeah.
it's like why?
Wait.
Or make
Yeah, go.
Just like you're just like clicking trying to find a game that you can join, and then eventually you find one, and there's like still a 50% chance that it like just says lobby is full, and then you have to go back, and then you have to do it all again. Especially like during clan wars, like when you're actually trying to get the to join a lobby that's like 4 or 5 players, like you can click 4 or 5 players and like you can go through all of them, and you'll find a lobby is full for all of them, and it'll get really boring.
Absolutely. Also, there are like a lot of things in the chat right now, so let me just read a few of them quickly, so we can talk about them. You guys are really active in the chat. Flito says, technically remove Krunker from browser, make it cost money on Steam, and then make contract with Epic and get the... Okay, so that's a joke, alright, my bad. Like, Foxy said something really... Like, that's what I feel like, that Fortnite players wouldn't move over to Krunker or even play Krunker unless they already played it.
Yeah.
Like, I think if that would make a secondary game mode, you know, the only people would kind of play the game were people who are familiar with Krunker already. But like,
I also seen how like the Fortnite kids, they've played Fortnite, so they already like had to learn building, like, and then the building system would be probably quite a bit different, and B, they wouldn't probably want to learn all the guns, like all the new guns and like slide hopping. They would probably just go, I'm gonna stick with Fortnite. So they would like, that's why they wouldn't move over to Krunker.
yeah, I can agree. I can absolutely agree. I mean, they're like the thing is, what's really good about Krunker is there are like a lot of improvements. There are a lot of ideas. So definitely the devs are not out of ideas. I just don't see the effort. I mean, that's not true because we don't see behind. They probably like they work, you know, they have to be paid for something. But
And also, the game already is like quite complicated. With like, it doesn't look complicated, but there's probably there's like a lot of lines of code in the game. Like, just because making a 3D game is already quite difficult. Like, you've got to make sure everything's in the correct position, and then you've also got to make sure that you can't see through the ground. So that can get quite difficult.
seeing through the ground, what?
Like okay, like if they didn't line like the walls up correctly, you'd be able to see like through them partially, and like you've got to line them up perfectly or have them overlapping, which can also cause glitches.
Oh,
Like because like, have you seen like sometimes in games where it like textures flicker?
Yeah,
If your resolution is good, I think it won't.
it's not really resolution based. There are like a lot of glitches in games, you know. But I don't know. I'm really interested how Krunker will turn out in the future. What are they planning on? But like, if there is one thing I could tell to the devs right now, if I would be able to tell them like one sentence, it probably would be the fact that they should improve their communication. Like, I don't mind. Like if they're not working on ranked, that's kind of fine. But let us know that they are working on something. You know, let us know how they what their progress is with things. You know, like just communicate with us. They are not communicating, not even with content creators. You know, not even with really big content creators. You know, so yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
exactly
we
what
don't
Mr.
know.
Orange
Well, what?
Mr. Orange said so. He said he gets demotivated because he doesn't know why he's doing this.
Oh yeah, I
He
talked
doesn't know
to.
if it's
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a really big problem for not only content creators, you know, but for everyone, that we have no idea where the game is heading right now. Like, we are sitting in a voice chat talking about what is the next update gonna be? What's how does Krunker's future look like? While in other games you usually know what's the next step is, you know, they announce it.
They release, they announce it. They
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
like,
yeah.
they could
And
also like have like a beta to test things in before like it went live.
it would be so good if they would give like access to this beta thing to like content creators. That would be such a good move again.
I feel like they should have like two kinds of betas, like the private beta for like where it only gives it to content creators, like big content creators who have like earned it, and then you'd have the public beta, which would be like after that when it's been tested by them and it's for like a lot more players to do, and like just a lot more players to join in and start looking through and like start looking through the game. Because I remember when the new what was it, whatever maps we could have played right now, Berg, when the new Berg came out, on the top of the ramp, to the left side, there was a gap in the ground, and like if they had like a test build where they could like have people, it didn't take me that long to notice. It was like my third game going through the map, but I noticed a gap in the ground around the ramp area, and like I stood there for a while, just like wondering why that was there, because like it takes a while, but like 3D games get hard to make sometimes as well. Also, JavaScript is like not that difficult. It's not too bad, but there's definitely a lot better options.
it's not that hard to make
Yeah.
a ramp use matchup.
Yeah, but like you've got to get the exact position down, because you've got like people's positions changing in like the 10 decimals down. It's like, especially if you want really precise movement and like it to look really
Yeah.
smooth. Like I think this like the minimum for like really smooth movement would be like five decimals, and like it would like update like. I mean, you've also like got to keep an eye on like what was it, the gameplay and like stuff, and like how much it changes, like how, and like you've also got to take how much game like is being sent to the servers and back. Like it takes a lot of coding to know how to make like a game like Krunker.
Yeah.
Like and like you've also got to like know how slide hopping works, and like originally it was a bug, but they've made it easier, which means they had to actually like purposely program it. Like they got rid of like the 1,000, it's easier to FPS to slide hop with 1,000 FPS.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, but like, so that means they had to actually learn about it and then learn how it works through the code that they already had written, and then go through and fix it, and then like make it easier to do on 60 FPS and like lower FPS, which would not have been easy to do, because like it's like a bug, and like they made it a feature. It's a really cool feature, but figuring out how to make the game like a bug into like a non like really buggy mess is really difficult. Like, also, like bugs can emerge from like, especially in C++, you can miss a single semicolon and oh, your entire code doesn't work. And that's what gets complicated about coding. You can go through all of it and nothing, you could go through all of it and not spot the problem for like 20 minutes, and then you'd spot it and it was like one colon, or you didn't have the right statement here. And it's like, what?
Yeah, it's
I
and like
spent...
yeah. Sorry.
You go first.
I just wanted to say that I'm trying to like, I think everyone should appreciate everything that the devs are doing, you know, and I don't think it's a good argument to just call them out and just be angry with them, because the devs are putting insane work into the game every single day. That's what they're getting paid for. That's what they're doing, and I think that's really good. The only thing that I'm missing is seriously just a communication, so we can see how things work, and like maybe giving the top content creators some kind of pre-access so they can hype things up. There are like a lot of great ideas, I think, that could be considered as future moves, I guess.
Yeah.
I think. So yeah, I think we pretty much wrapped up everything in connection with Krunker in general.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have anything else to maybe talk about, like a topic that you guys really want to mention, maybe.
No.
Mika?
No.
I mean-
Maybe about
said,
that.
no.
Oh no, you go first, cause
No, you go first.
alright. I don't like that. Like the CPU is kind of what runs Krunker all on its own. The
Is that
GPU is
true?
what like smoothens it out, but like CPU depends. Like if you have a good CPU, you get high CPS or FPS, not CPS.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, like, the game doesn't look like the game doesn't like full like 3D rendering. It's a bunch of blocks like put together for most of the models, except for the weapon models. So like like it shouldn't be that hard to render, especially if they like. I mean, and the maps aren't really that big, so it shouldn't really be that hard to render it if you have like a decent tier CPU. So like the fact that like people are getting 300, 400 FPS like it with like decent tier like 2080s, like even like the 1060s, they should be able to run this game fairly easily. It's like I like when I play Minecraft, it utilizes both of them. And like I can easily get like 1000 FPS while streaming on like bedwalls, which kind of doesn't have that many blocks, but still. Like that's consistent through the entire game and it doesn't drop that much. Unless I'm like bridging and I stop bridging. But like when you're playing Krunker, you're getting 400 FPS and like the GPU isn't really doing anything. But it does mean that like if you stream it, you can like focus your GPU on the streaming or to stream it, and then have your CPU run Krunker. But like I didn't know this before, but it does make sense. It really does make sense.
Wow, you guys know a lot of technical things about Krunker, I feel.
I'm taking computer science for school.
Okay, makes sense. I feel really embarrassed right now. Also Tech Robot said something that we actually haven't talked about. It's like trading, you know? We talked about customs. I think everyone has their own opinion about customs, but trading is something else, you know? I don't know if any of you guys...
I've
You guys
done
wanna
a little
talk
bit of
about
trading. I
anti-cheat?
am really bad at trading, but like I feel like they should like I feel like when you're trading, they should also show the last sale price for all of the items. Because what you originally have to do, what you have to do right now is you have to like go through all the sale prices and like find out how much they're for. But like if they added that, like it probably would be hard to implement as for the UI. But like because they'd have to like find space to put it in and stuff. But I feel like if they did that, it would make trading a lot faster and like more easy because you wouldn't have to go through and open it. You would get the average estimated price, probably the last sale price added together of both the items, and then like that would work. Yeah.
I mean, the interface, the general interface of the game has to be improved because Krunker Have is in a horrible, like, it's a horrible state right now. I think it only works every like 2 or 3 tries, which is awful. It's loading a lot, you know, in-game over interface, matchmaking, all these things. There are like a lot of things to improve about the game. A lot of small things that
Also, I feel you.
No, that's I finished.
Okay. But like I feel like it shouldn't open up another window when you're going to Krunker Hub. Because like it's now rendering 2 things simultaneously.
I mean,
And my FPS whenever I go into the hub and like I'm on a trade server for a bit, it will drop from like 300 to like 10. Oh no, it's like 100 easily, maybe even below 60. And I've had that like a lot because like when you're trading, you open up a lot of menus, like a lot of the hub, and then you suddenly got like 5 FPS in game, and I always forget about it. So I always have to like I have to like figure out what's going on, why I've got so low FPS, and I realize I have the hub open. So then I go close the hub, and then my FPS is fixed. They're like,
Yeah.
why? Why not just make the hub appear on the already open game?
yeah, but like they could actually put it like they should just put it into marketplace. You know, there's that marketplace button in like shop. I think you go to shop, and that could open up like. I mean, it would be really hard to put everything into the game because there are like a lot of different, you know, menus in marketplace. You know, black market items, etc. So I don't necessarily agree that they should put it into one window, but they should definitely improve the performance of Krunker Have because as of right now, it takes away a lot of FPS, a lot of like it creates a lot of performance issues, and it's slow as well. Like it's slow, it's barely usable. They need some redesigning, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like the default the default CSS. It's okay, but everything is like so far in the corners. It's so hard to see. Like, and especially on like the health. I did like the main reason I started using the CSS was because of the health. It was like I wouldn't notice my health that much because it was in the far corner, and like I would just be like staring at the center of the screen, and oh, I'm dead, and I'm dead again. So like I got a CSS and it worked.
I mean, Fritzo, I don't think the game is bad. That's what we're talking about. That the game is not bad. The game is really good, and that's why it's still alive. It's just we are lacking updates, and we are lacking updates. Yeah, that's the easiest way to put it. We are lacking improvements in the game, and we want to see more. The game is bad? No, the game is not. You're just angry because you only got like 1k this contract.
I still haven't finished my contract. I've got like an hour left. I'm on like.
I got like 2 hours left, bro.
Well, let me check out how much I'm on.
No, I seriously think the game is well put together. I think the game is really good. It gets warming up to the time. They should add ranked. If they add ranked, I mean if they add ranked with like maybe with spins, you know, with like rank rewards, etc. That can keep you playing. That would be really cool because then they can focus on smaller improvements like Krunker Have, optimization, interface, you know, all those things. But they need something big that will keep the game alive for the next 6 months or a year. Something that's big enough to keep people playing, and that's probably ranked in my opinion because
I have 38 minutes left to my contract, and I have like 1.1k kills.
It's good.
Really like... I'm probably gonna get close to what I got last war when there was 4 hours. So
yeah.
I still think they shouldn't have. I still think that 4 hours was like a good time because like I got stressed like straight away this time because like people are gonna like compare it to last time. They're not gonna compare it that well to how well the time difference. Because like last time I like for some reason last time when I started I was using the I started like at the same time I started the contract I started using FMAS for the first time. Like FMAS is good, but it takes a while to get used to. So I did like for like the first 2 hours I got 500 kills, and then the last 2 hours and in the last 2 hours, I got 1,000 kills. I got like 1.4k in the end, roughly. And like, that was fairly decent. I can see. I got your stream open on my second stream, and I just get to see you laughing every now and then.
I'm laughing at the chat. I'm looking at the chat every once in a while,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's insane what's going there. But I'm listening to you though. Don't worry.
Yeah. And I forgot what I was gonna say. I have such a bad memory. Holy shit! I forgot what I was gonna say like 3 times this stream. Like,
That's
yeah.
fine though. That's fine. But yeah, actually, I have something to talk about, and I have a really weird idea, which I've said like 2 or 3 months ago when I started streaming, but no one was watching me back then, so no one cared about me. Not that everyone cares about me now, but like whatever. Which was, I think they should add a new game mode, which lasts, let's say, 10 minutes. It's a 10v10 game mode, and it's played on bigger maps.
That would be fun. Like, that would be really fun. I mean, I wouldn't mind that if they added like more people into the game and still kept it free for all. Like they had a 20-person free for all game or like a really big
Oh
map.
yeah.
That would be really fun, and like that would probably like allow for people to get like even more. Like, I feel like, is it just me or right now is like people? I think the max that anyone is ever gonna get like in like nukes per game is gonna be like 3, because it might be possible to get 3 nukes in a game. It's definitely not possible to get 4. Might be possible to get 4, but I doubt it.
Angel,
I
some
really
sorry, I gotta correct you. Somebody got 4 nukes a few days ago. A Phantom member.
really.
He got 101 kills in a game. It's on
Holy
Twitter.
shit.
Yeah, he just got it. I think that's the new record,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's gotta be the record. Like 4 nukes in a game. Like, why would you not leave? You've seen this guy like not die once, and he's on 100 kills. I am out there the second I see that.
I'm actually not sure if he got 4 nukes, but I know he had 101 kills and like 3
Okay,
deaths. So
even if I see some guy with 101 kills, like 50 kills, nope, not going near that. Like, my current goal in the game is to get like a 50 kill game, because I haven't got that yet. And like my highest like 44 or 45. My current goal is to get that, and I think that's a decent goal to have, because I'm not gonna get that for a while. But it's still a really good goal to work towards. And it's like, it's quite a fun goal to work towards, because it gives you a reason to like pub stomp so much. Like, but like, if I see someone on like 100 kill, like 75 kills, I am not going anywhere near that lobby
yeah.
ever.
I would join and ruin his kill streak because I'm
Oh,
evil.
oh yeah, that's what I would do. Like,
I would like log out. I would log into a guest account with sniper and just hold an angle waiting for him to peek. And just
or like throw knives at him or something, bro.
I mean, it depends on the class he's on. If he's on like, if he's on like, I don't know, like AK or any class that can be one shot by sniper, I'm going sniper, because because you know how good I am with sniper. Like, it was the first class I played. I got like, and like, even without slide hopping, I killed you like every like 2 or 3 times we interacted. Like, I was doing fairly good without slide hopping as sniper, and like you were like completely like, you were still destroying the lobby. It's just that I was there like on one like K points, and you were there on like 3K, but I
Yeah.
was still there waiting to ruin your kill streak.
Yeah, but
I remember you were on pace for a double nuke once, and like you were using shotgun, and it was on fright. I joined the lobby and I just sniped you. It was
Yeah, I
while we were
remember.
both streaming, and you were like, "No, God!"
Yeah.
Like I was like, it was just really funny. 'Cause, like, you still like absolutely annihilated that game. It's just got really close to that nuke, that double nuke. And
Yeah.
I just did it. and
That's why I don't
still
like.
feel bad.
No,
I
you
still
shouldn't
feel a bit
be.
bad for that.
I mean, that's why I don't really share my link, because I know that I can get annoyed by the game and I can say bad things at people. I don't want to say bad things at you guys, you know? That's why I don't share it, because at that point I was probably angry enough that I would have done a lot of things there. But yeah, that's the part of the game, you know, like that's how the game works. So I think we should appreciate it. Can I get 3k stream points? I can't give you stream points, nuke.
I have 5.3k right now.
Wow. I have infinite. How about that, bro? I can just
Right.
You just,
But give yourself a custom role into school.
I will. I will.
Oh god, like that's what I'm saving up for, just to have a custom role. Just I remember when I first joined you, and you're like, I need to get away from this guy because he keeps killing me.
Yeah,
You
I do
just,
remember as well.
You left it. And I was just like, I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I really hated playing against you. I still do.
Yeah. Like I've gotten better now. I've played AK. I don't think I could beat you with AK, but like I've
Can
been
you
playing a lot of
beat
AK
me with
recently.
AK?
I've been playing a lot of AK recently to because like I've started switching between about 5 different classes consistently, and that's been FAMAS, Revolver, Sniper, SMG, and AK. I don't know if I said AK twice there. No, I didn't. And like I swapped between those a lot. My highest is still Sniper. It's just I've been playing them a lot less now, because like the 3 KDR, the three not 3 KDR, the 3 bullets in the clip, is got really annoying for me.
Yeah.
Like it's like because you're like getting like a couple kills, but like it's those moments where you're being pushed, like or you're on like Sub-Zero and you're at the well, and you've got everyone coming from every direction at once. Like with AK and like FAMAS and Revolver, you can fight that off fairly well. But if you're playing like Sniper, you've got the sniper rifle and maybe the deagle, or maybe like one of the secondaries. You can get 3 kills, but if you've got like 5 people all attacking you at once, that's gonna be really hard to win, especially if you have like the shotgun or something. But like if you've got like AK, you can just like triple tap people in the head. And if you've got FAMAS, a good FAMAS player is quite literally just a sniper that has 10 shots.
Yeah.
Like a good FAMAS player is like the one person I fear the most in this game. They are so scary because they're flying around instantly killing you. Like, because maybe you can get like 2 shots on them, but if they hit you, they need to do for like to get a 100 health character, like AK and SMG, all they have to do is get 2 headshots and a body shot, and then for sniper it's a headshot and a body shot, and it's so terrifying because they're flying around really fast, and then they see you, and oh wait, I'm dead. I didn't even get to react, and like it's just like it's so hard to like fight against. You basically have to play sniper and like hope you see them before they see you.
I mean, like it doesn't. If you're a good player, it doesn't matter what you're playing with. I think you could probably shred people with Blaster, and they probably wouldn't be able to react to you unless they
I
can
don't
like.
know about you, but Blaster's kind of overpowered.
Okay, not Blaster and yeah, I don't know, Uzis maybe.
Normal pistol. Normal
Uzi also
pistol.
kind of overpowered.
Shut up. Okay, knife
Uzi's
then. I don't know.
Or
Knife is kind of
semi-auto?
overpowered.
Semi-auto is overpowered. If you are good with semi-auto and you can click fast, run. Just run
Just
from
a
anyone on the
quick
computer.
2-tap and you're just dead.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, you're dead.
And like, okay, rare, like no, like Deagle. Like the Deagle's like it's not the best weapon. It's basically just a weaker revolver. It is literally a weaker revolver. But if you're good with that, you can one-shot snipers to the head, and it's like it's really funny flying around as a sniper one-shot other snipers with a Deagle, because it's like this shouldn't be happening, but it's happening.
I mean, sniper is a really vulnerable class. And actually, I have like a question for you, and yeah, I have a question for everyone actually. Well, do you guys have any like good class ideas that you guys think should be added to the game? Like an insane that something unique, you know that.
Yes, a tank.
What?
I mean,
like
if you drive around in a tank, you have the cosmetic tank, but that's not good. If you just have a tank that blows everything up, yeah, including the
just
map,
rocket launcher.
it's rocket launcher, but it's faster. Actually, no tanks are slow.
If I ever see a tank flying around really fast in real life, I am dead.
Nah, it's gonna be fine.
And I get
Just let
really
it do
fast.
10k damage, like shotgun, and then, you know.
Yeah.
Shupa said, Crack doesn't have a future unless 64 TCOM servers don't come in the next 3 months, or face it. What about ranked? What do you guys feel about ranked? Shupa, I think you're a
Yes.
competitive player, right? And Amika is a competitive player, but I was a competitive player as well for like pretty long
I'm the only
time.
non-competitive player here.
And Boyki as well. I know like Boyki is a competitive player. But
No,
like,
no.
okay, but
I
like,
was playing Bankrupt and this guy switched to Deagle. It was only going Deagle and he was at the top. So if you're good with Deagle, you can just
Yeah, Deagle is absolutely terrifying for a good player. It's literally just Revolver, but slightly worse. It's still
but it
two shots.
shoots faster.
Bro,
shoots
what
faster,
about
but-
sniper? You just shoot one time and you kill someone.
yeah, but
Yeah,
if you
but then
miss,
You're 60 HP.
yeah,
Yeah,
60
you get,
HP.
you get one
Yeah,
shot by
so
you get one or
just-
two shot by anything in the game.
I mean, like,
Nah, just kill them before they kill you.
no,
What
no.
if they're behind you? What if they're behind you and you don't see them?
Then you flick with your aimbot, because
What if you-
I'm pretty sure if you play this game, you're playing with aimbot.
I don't play with April.
I mean, I do, but like that's not the question here. But like,
I know.
sniper is a really good class for competitive because whenever KDR doesn't matter, like sniper is a really good weapon because it's the strongest weapon in the game. But if you go into pubs, you die so easily because you because of your health and because you only have 3 bullets. Then it's literally it has no point. Like playing sniper in pubs is probably one of the worst ideas ever you can do, in my opinion.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's
just
fun, but
flying
it's
around
not good
really fast.
for nukes or for like. It's good
Yeah,
for
it's not good
improvement.
It's good for improving your aim. Like I think a good rev is also quite scary. It's sniper a little bit worse, but you've got so much extra health, and I think like most of my nukes have been on rev because it's just the easiest class for me to nuke on. Because like I'm really bad with tracking people like when they're flying really fast. So like whenever, but like I can flick to people really good, and that's why I played sniper and rev when I started, because like they were really easy for me to play because I flick more than I kind of like I flick aim more than I just track and aim. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shupa is saying something interesting here. The snipe. Oh wait. Because of the state of the weapon is. Oh, dude, I'm better at reading. Without comp, the game could die. So 64 tick or at least 32 tick servers are mandatory. Many comp teams left the game because weekly stop and that just kills the game. Yeah, we talked about that, Shupa. But the thing is, listen, I think competitive is a really big part of Krunker. I agree, but you don't need 64 thick servers. You don't need face it necessarily. I think ranked is the best option right now because that's good for every single player. That's good for a casual player so they can do something, they can try to improve. That's good for a competitive player because they can have the motivation to keep playing, to even keep improving and to race all the way to the top. So I think every single competitive player would be more than happy to play ranked. And I think it's more important. Ranked is more important than face it or 64 tick servers. And I don't think servers are bad when it comes to ranked. Like, oh, I mean, competitive. Like, I never really had problem with servers when I was playing in competitive. But I mean, we all agree with what you're saying, Shupa, right now. We already talked about it, and everyone agrees. So yeah, competing is not a big thing in Krunker right now. Let's abuse vomit every time I zoom in. What do you mean? Custom scope distance. But that's just stupid. The maps are so small. Why would you add scope distance? You can already do that by adjusting ADS power. That's basically scope power, isn't it?